Well, good morning. Thank you. Thank you for joining me again today on the road. Actually, we're starting our day off here in Findlay. Where are we at? Not Michigan, Ohio. As you can see, I'm already in the cockpit here. We've got no time to waste today. We got about an hour and a half drive, and we're gonna stop and check something out. Something I'm pretty dang excited about. So I don't want to waste any time. I'm gonna kick this sucker in forward motion and release the brakes and get back on I-75. We got about an hour and 35 minutes to get there. Over 100 miles. So yeah, I'm excited to take you guys in there today, check something out. We got plenty of time today. It's gonna be a long day, probably a long video. So I hope you stick around to the end and see where we end up tonight, because I honestly don't even know yet. So anyway, guys, let me turn this camera around and get this thing on the road. Alright guys, I'm going to end up ripping about the left side of my windshield off here real quick. Got a tight quarters here to get out of this morning here at the Cracker Barrel Findlay. Had a pretty good sleep, honestly. Did better than I usually do when I'm out in a parking lot. I've stayed in a lot of parking lots over the last number of years. And I've, improved on my sleep quality at these parking lots pretty good. Yeah, my window, I gotta get the sun. I can wipe this window 2 or 3 times. Again, this condensation in the west, I'm sorry, not the west, the east is kicking my butt. Alright, so yeah, I'm pretty excited to take you guys here today. I've heard of it before a couple years ago when we were in this area. Never did make it over there. Today we have the time, we're on the route, so we're gonna try to make that happen. Yeah, funny enough, I was kind of looking, we got part last night on things to do, and apparently it just reopened like this past Friday, so it looks like it was kind of just meant to be. Once I get it pointing the sun. We had the mini splits in the bus have a built-in dehumidifier feature. I mean, it's not enough to really make a huge difference, but I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully we can get a little bit cleared out here. It was cold. It was around 40 degrees when we woke up this morning. I believe tonight it's going to really drop. So we're going to attempt to make our way into Kentucky as much as we can. I'm sure we'll spend a good couple hours at our first stop. And then we got a little bit of trucking to do after that. So yeah, that'll be a long day behind the wheel. Anyway, guys, once this window dries out, we get underway a little bit. I'll pick you guys back up. Right now I'm going to listen to a little bit of bluegrass music on this, so far, a beautiful Sunday morning. Alright guys, so we are here at the National United States Air Force Museum here in Dayton, Ohio. This place looks awesome. We were here a couple of years ago in the area and I saw this and I had to come check it out this time. We were passing through. We had the time, so we were here. It's a massive museum. I don't even know that we'll get to see it all today, but yeah, we're gonna check it out. It looks pretty great. I think this is the old section for the old planes, and they kind of have it categorized as you go through for different eras, different wars, all that fun stuff. So yeah, let's check this place out. Cool, the 1909 Wright Brothers military flyer. That is some dedication right there. I don't know if this is one of those that went very high or not. So this here is an unmanned aerial torpedo. I thought it was just like a miniature airplane, but fully loaded, it said it weighed 550 pounds, and they used it in World War I. A guy actually from Dayton, Ohio invented this. But it was an airbound torpedo. That had to be terrifying back in the early 20th century to have to worry about that coming down on top of you. Wow, guys, wait till you see this thing. It's the P-26A pea shooter. This thing is sweet. Look at that. Holy cow. There's the iconic P-51 Mustang. I think would book it, man. 437 miles per hour. It could fly up 41,000 feet at a 1,000-mile range. Rolls 1,690. Wow. So not even like 30 years ago, the horsepower was 60 horsepower. They're pumping out 1,695 horsepower on that piece. That thing just looks mean. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen one of those. That is a beauty. So this is actually a prisoner of war old train cars, so they would haul freight to wherever they needed to go, and then when they would get there on the return trip, they would load this thing down with prisoners of war. And here's at least in my opinion, a pretty dark history of a plane. The Fat Man here. It's what supposedly ended the war with this atomic bomb there. Man, I think it's massive. Now, obviously, it's a replica, or at least we hope it's a replica. But man, oh man. I remember the first time I saw this plane, I had no idea what this thing was, but a B-2 bomber. It's even today. It looks like something from like Independence Day. But man, that thing is cool. It's so like sleek. Like there's like nothing on the. Like there's barely any like gussets and stuff. But for the most part, it's rivet bolt free. Like there it is, completely flat. Check that out. It's kind of like a smaller version of the B1 there. It's just a wild, like compared to like this, so, you know, traditional looking fighter jet. I think it just looks so wild. One day it's gonna pay off though, right? So we just entered the missile room here. Holy cow, look at these things. These are freaking full-on rockets. Oh my gosh. What in the world? I've never seen anything like this. Man, oh man. So I know this is one of the significant planes on display here. So this is Air Force One. This was Kennedy's plane when he was assassinated. And this is actually the plane that LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson, was sworn in on back in the day. Wow, so I guess this is the tight constraints here. This plane, I think I could still be using this thing. It's like in a bit nice shape. All right. Oh yeah, they got much comfier accommodations than we get these days.
This is all your secure communications right here.
Right. I would say like individual cabins. Oh heck yeah! See, now this is the kind of flying I want to do. Like I could get used to this. Got a full-size couch in there. Got some chairs. Got a old boat anchor TV there. Oh wow!
That's the first class.
Heck yeah! Got a telephone.
Dad, I don't think you're gonna fit. You're not gonna fit.
Oh, I'll fit. There's quite a few seats in this plane. I guess
I had a TV like that one.
Oh boy, yeah, it's tight. Kind of got to walk a little cattywampus here.
Are you comfortable?
No. The flight crew of SAM 26,000 made room for President Kennedy's casket by removing this partition and the first 4 seats. So, 3 rows. So they removed the first 4 rows of seats for Kennedy's casket. Wow. This is the last building. This one here, the Columbine 3, apparently was used by President Eisenhower. Definitely a little older style propeller plane. Still beautiful nonetheless. Nice kitchen. I want to say the kitchen or the galley here looks a little bigger than the LBJs. So they got hot water on top, and they got coffee dispensers there, and juice. Apparently juice there on the far left with coffee. Heck yeah, look at this bathroom. We got full-on vanity. Got a dressing area there for somebody. Got a nice big private toilet there in the back.
That area is a bunk.
Pretty dang fancy. Now, what good attraction would not end you up in the gift shop? And you got some MREs you can purchase over here, and you got some chicken and sausage gumbo there. $15.99, a meal in a bag. What else they got? Southwest chicken. Got some pasta marinara. What do we got here? Some more Southwest chicken. Sure they don't have any New Mexican chile in there. Oh, we got some beef stew. Let me know down in the comments section. Do you have any experience with MREs? I know I was not a military guy, so I personally do not. Quite an extensive gift shop here, though. So they got some bomber jackets over here.
Bomber jackets? Not buy them.
Why?
Because they're, how much? I bet they cost a lot of money.
I'm sure they probably do. Look how, yeah, how much? Flip it over. Flip it over on the back, just over the back. That's actually not too bad. What, basically $90?
No.
Buy me one, Ben. You should buy me one.
No.
You can buy me one, Eli?
Could I get that?
Yeah, if you got money.
Yeah. I
Okay.
do, but I didn't bring it.
Oh, well, that could present a problem. So to pick, you got to pick which planes. You got to turn it.
No, wait. But you gotta pick the plane.
So which plane do you want? Which one of these do you want? So you got the B2.
That one.
So you want the B2. And you got a little ways to go. All right, go ahead and put your money in. All right, start turning. Other way. Almost there, almost there. Oh, there it is. Let's take a look-see.
This one.
Nice. Well, my time here at the United States Air Force Museum is over. We actually came today with some friends of ours, our friends Travis and Unai. We met up with them on the way, their whole way home from the beet harvest too. So they're headed down to Houston.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they have a YouTube channel too, guys. They're actually in the middle of building a bus themselves, so they know the pain that we go through out here. So where can they find you guys?
Dream on Wheels. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We're all over the place.
Cool.
You know, the Wheels has a Z.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go check them out. I know they're building MCI. Also, they've just like me, have ran into their share of problems, but that's part of bus life is resiliency. But yeah, it was fun to hang out with them, meet up with them today for a couple hours, and check out this cool museum. I had to get in the bus, man. It was really, the wind is even worse now. You probably tell by the grass. For some reason, the camera's not focusing very well, but it is windy. That was actually a really great museum. You could easily spend an entire day there, no problem. It's all air conditioned, it's climate controlled, which is pretty cool. We went to one like a few years back in Oregon that was not climate controlled. That one was, you know, the best part of that museum? It was free $99, no charge. They do push donations from the time you walk in the door to the time you leave, but it's a heck of a museum for free. Definitely check it out. Free parking, you can see where we are. RVs, and they got tons and tons of parking. So, yeah, definitely if you're ever in the Dayton area, I think it's definitely one worth checking out for sure, especially if you have any kind of love or getting enjoyment out of aviation. That was really cool. I loved how they sectioned it off by like era. You know, it was kind of cool to walk in and see, you know, the very early World War I, really the Wright brothers, all the way up to pretty much modern day. Kind of see the evolution of aviation, which in my opinion is just insane how fast they've moved through the evolution of aviation. But yeah, definitely check it out. National United States Air Force Museum here in Dayton, Ohio. Absolutely worth the visit for sure. But the road does not care. The road is calling, and we have got to hop back on it. I think we are going to try to make our way to Louisville, Kentucky tonight. There's a Bass Pro there right off the interstate, and that would be a good stopover for us. And then have a nice little easy drive into Mammoth Cave tomorrow. So we quit jabbering and get this bus ready to roll. Well, our accommodations for the evening are quickly approaching. Old Brownsboro Crossing. I believe we have stayed here one time before, a few years back. We are in Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to be staying at the Bass Pro tonight. I like a good Bass Pro. Should be, actually the store's probably closed. It's just so almost 6:30 on a Sunday, so I would assume they're probably closed or will be closing here momentarily. Yeah, a nice tight turn here. Ooh, all right. Last time I made this turn, I was in a little shorter bus. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, they got a semi-section over here, I believe. So we'll see what we can come up with. Really nice and decorated for the Christmas season, it looks like. Bass Pro. Yeah, I guess this used to be a Cabela's store, and then when Bass Pro bought Cabela's, they turned this specific one into a Bass Pro. I'm pretty sure when we were here a few years back, it was still a Cabela's. But anymore, I'm pretty sure they're just one and the same. Alright. Do I want to do truck or do I want to do the parking lot? What do you think?
I mean, the truck might be reserved for trucks.
Paddocks, yeah. This looks like a pretty decent spot right over here, if I'm being honest with you. I can fit my big behind in here. I think I'm going to go this next. Yeah, I think that'll work. Got plenty of room. I can't really see out my right side very well. Yep, curved it. It's tough driving at night. I don't do it all very much, so when I have to do it, it's not exactly my favorite. But I think we'll be all right with that right there. I think we can make that work. All right, let me get set up. So we typically, when we're on the road, you know, especially for short bursts like this, we typically eat out one meal a day. And tonight, the Olive Garden. Mostly because that was the best option at the parking lot. And I actually don't mind Olive Garden too much, but the kids like it. Jen likes it. They have gluten-free pasta. They have endless salad and breadsticks, which I do like that. And it's gonna be warm in there, so I'm good with that too. Olive Garden, Italian Kitchen, Louisville, Kentucky. So here's the remnants of my salad. I love their salad. They got their breadsticks. They've got this 5-cheese marinara now that you can get to dip your breadsticks in. Something really good. I wonder the chicken marsala. Yeah, it's like a stuffed chicken marsala. It's like some Italian cheeses. You got the marsala, the mushrooms, mashed potatoes. Then got her some gluten-free mushroom pasta with some broccoli. He got himself a kid's cheese pizza over there, and then got some spaghetti and meatballs. This actually smells really good. Let's go and dig in. Well, we each brought home a to-go plate, but that's the thing about Olive Garden is, boy, you can breadsticks and the salad. I kind of fill up when I get that. Then I have a whole entree that I'm supposed to do something with, and usually I've filled myself up quite a bit at that point. Yeah, and having to make the walk back to the bus. And we had the option of Longhorn, the Chili's there, or the Olive Garden. Usually Olive Garden, it's usually a pretty solid bet. And fairly priced. Everybody gets plenty to eat. Everybody can somewhat agree on it. Well, I got her all tucked in for the night. Bass Pro here in Louisville, Kentucky. They have a truck section over here. RV, I'm not really sure, but it's pretty much full of semis right now, so I don't know that that would have been a good option. And it's kind of tilted, so we took up these 10 or so spots here, and I'm gonna call this one a night. Yeah, guys, thanks for joining me again today. Had a good time. That was a really, really great museum, top tier, up there, good, just quality museum, and the price, $3.99. Like, come on, people, that's good stuff. But So I leave you. It's been a long day. Covered a couple 100 miles, 250 miles maybe. We'll have far to go tomorrow. We're heading down to Mammoth Cave. We'll talk about, we will be filming that, so we'll talk about that in the next video. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me again. I appreciate you, all of you, for taking the time out of your day and watching one of these old videos. But don't worry, we'll be back here again in just a couple days, doing it all over again. And I hope you guys show up for that one. And if you haven't done so and you feel so inclined, if you wouldn't mind subscribing and leave me a comment below. And we'll see you here in a couple days, guys.